こんにちは皆さん、お元気ですか? Hello, how are you? Today, culture video number 13 and I'm going to talk about kappa. At first, let me explain you about kanji kappa. The first kanji, this means river. And the second kanji, this is children. So the river and children in the river, this is like a kappa. But we also write in hiragana and katakana. Kappa is actually one of yokai. Do you know this word? Yokai? Yokai is Japanese folk monster or Japanese folk demon. These kanjis, yo, the first one, yo, we can also pronounce ayakashi or mononoke, and this means mystic. And this kai, we can also pronounce ayashi. It means shady. This is e adjective. Oh, something so doubtful, shady, uncertain, uncertain. Also, lots of doubt. I can't believe it. So something like this. This is ayashi. So yokai. This is Japanese folk demon, just like a ghost, but Japanese ghost. Kappa is actually an animal. Animal, we say 動物. The first kanji, 動きます, to move. The second one, 物, 物, the moving thing. This is animal. So kappa is one of the animals, but what kind of animals? Well, 伝説の動物. 伝説. 伝説? This word, it means legend or folklore or myth. So the animal mystic or animal folklore, Japanese folklore animal. This is kappa. Kappa, also known as kawataro, kawahiki. Well, kawataro, it means river boy. Kawahiki, it is horse puller. Kawatora, river tiger. Or suiko, water tiger. Well, anyway, kappa is an amphibious yokai demon or imp found in traditional Japanese folklore. The name of kappa is a portmanteau of the words kawa, river, and wappa. This is a variant form of warawa, or also warabe. This means child. Another translation of kappa is water spirits. The kappa are also known regionally by at least 80 other names. But anyway, kappa is the most famous one. In the beginning of this video, I told you kappa in kanji we can write like this. And I told you this is river and children. And you might think, well, I know kanji of the river, but it's different, right? So you know this is river, but this one, I think you know this second kanji. 1, 2, 3, right? This is also river, but there's a slight difference. We can pronounce this one, the first one, river, kawa, and this one, kawa. But the difference is, look at this, the form of the kanji. Here, there's the angle of 90 grade. So this is in Chinese, the meaning it's like this. It's not so straight like this one. So there's a curve. So curving way, this with this river, and this one is more straight. And also the water flows so quickly because it's not so wide. It is quite narrow. But this kawa is, for example, maybe you can imagine some very, very wide and big river in China. In that case, this is kawa. But in Japan, we don't have so wide river like in China. So we usually use this kawa. if we translate this kawa like river, we can say this one like a stream or small river. And this one, if we say, maybe we can say this kawa like big river, and second one is like river. We usually, in Japanese, we usually use this one. But we use two kanjis together. This is called jukugo. In this case, there are two kanjis. So we say niji jukugo. And niji jukugo here, we pronounce kasen. Kasen. And it means rivers. All kind of river together. Big river, small river, all kind of together, we say kasen. As water monsters, kappa have been blamed for drownings and are often said to try to lure people into water and pull them in with their great skill at wrestling. Kappa have been used to warn children of the dangers lurking in rivers and lakes, as kappa have been often said to try to lure people to water and pull them in. Even today, signs warning about kappa appear by bodies of water in some Japanese towns and villages. Kappa are also said to victimize animals, especially horses and cows. The motif of the kappa trying to drown a horse is found all over Japan. Now let's talk about appearance. Well, how they look, these kind of kappa. Well, they look like a turtle. Kame is turtle. Hiragana, kame, katakana, and also kanji like this. Kame is turtle. They look like turtles because they've got carapace. Carapace, we say kora. Kora. And one very curious thing that they've got a plate on the head. Plate, we say osara, osara. Well, I tell you here osara, but maybe we can omit o. And o for keigo, osara, osara. So they've got osara on the head. But what does this plate mean? Well, plate, what's for? You can put food here and you can eat them, right? So the food is very necessary for our life. That means this plate symbolizes the life itself. So this is why kappa has got a plate on the head. This means the life. The kappa is said to be roughly humanoid in form and about the size of a child, inhabiting the ponds and rivers of Japan. One particular trait is that it has a cavity on its head called sara or osara, dish, bowl, or plate, that retains water or some sort of liquid, which is regarded as the source of the kappa's power or life force. This cavity must be full whenever a kappa is away from the water. If it ever dries out, or if its water is spilled, kappa loses its power and may even die. The kappa are sometimes said to smell like fish, and they can swim like them. Let's talk about the color. Iro. Iro, this is color. For example, nani iro? What color? Well, kappa is usually they are green. Midori. Midori or midori-iro, this is green color, midori-iro. But rare case, sometimes we can see red kappa, akai kappa, aka. But usually midori, green, midori. Kappa is typically green in color but sometimes yellow, blue, or even red. And with webbed hands and feet, and a turtle-like carapace on its back. Kappa are generally the size and shape of a human child, but their small size, in spite of that, they are physically stronger than a grown man. According to some accounts, its arms are connected to each other through the torso and can slide from one side to the other. While they are primarily water creatures, they do on occasion venture onto land. When they do, the dish on their head can be covered with a metal cap for protection. Kappa are usually seen as mischievous troublemakers or trickster figures. Their actions range from their comparatively minor, such as looking up women's kimono if they venture too near to water, to the outright malevolent, such as drawing people and animals, kidnapping children, raping women, and at times eating human flesh. Though sometimes menacing, it may also behave amicably towards humans. While younger kappa are frequently found in family groups, adult kappa live solitary lives. However, it is common for kappa to befriend other yokai and sometimes even people, and they can help people too. Kappa are not entirely antagonistic to human beings. Once befriended, kappa may perform any number of tasks for human beings, such as helping farmers irrigate their land. Sometimes they bring fresh fish, which is regarded as a mark of good fortune for the family that receives it. They are also highly knowledgeable about medicine, and legend states that they taught the art of bone setting to human beings. There are also legends that kappa will save a friendly human from drowning. I'm going to explain you a little bit about history, 歴史, because the name of kappa, we've got some origins. They said there are some origins, but one of them, I must tell you a little bit about 歴史, history. In the mid-16th century, and concretely that was 1549, when the Portuguese arrived in Japan. In that time, they brought us many Portuguese words. So, for example, we say pan, and in Spanish language, they say pan for bread. But in Japanese, we say pan because of these Portuguese people. And also, they say capa, this is a cape, just like a coat, cape. So the word in Spanish word capa, but that changed to this word kappa, not kappa, but kappa. So this kappa creature, maybe the origin of the word comes from kappa in the Portuguese people. In 1549, that was in Japan, Monomachi Jidai. Still, we were samurai. Here we can see very pretty picture of two dogs. This is Shiba Ken, Japanese dog, and they are wearing raincoats. And we'd say this kind of raincoats, kappa, because this is just like a cape. And also for this girl is wearing a raincoat, and we can also say kappa. Edo period or Edo era, That was from 1603 till 1868. In this in this period of time, Edo Jidai, we say Edo Jidai, and that time Japan was closed. We didn't have any contact with foreign countries, except in Nagasaki. But well, usually Japan was enclosed, so many Japanese culture flourished in this period. So in Edo Jidai and this period, also yokai and kappa was very popular in Japan. The kappa's origin is difficult to verify precisely, but by the Edo period, illustrations of kappa appear often in anthologies of supernatural tales, in comical paintings, in ukiyo-e, this is woodblock prints, and in paintings accompanying verse. For example, one of the theory is it can be Shinto mythology. Some believe that kappa is the kawa no kami. Kawa no kami literally means river deity, mentioned in the Nihon Shoki, Chronicles of Japan, one of Japan's earliest official records, compiled around 720. Despite the kappa's seeming Asian origin, the creature does not appear in text and artwork of the medieval period. And the other theory is that leech babies. This is very sad. Some say the term kappa was first applied to leech babies. It means stillborn infants pitched into the river. In olden times, poor families often killed newborns because they could not afford to raise them. So perhaps adults make up kappa stories so that children would be afraid to go near the rivers and see the dead babies. And the other theory, the Portuguese monks. Some say the term kappa originated with the appearance of Portuguese monks in Japan in the 16th century. Clad in cloaks with hoods that hung down their backs like the kappa's tortoise shell, the monks' shaven pate surrounded by a crown of hair also resembled the kappa's hair-rimmed crater of water. Kappa, the Portuguese word for the monk's habit, was applied to the sprite and remains in use today. And there's also other theory, like that comes from Chinese monkeys. So there are many theories, and we are not sure which is correct. Favorite food. Favorite food, we say 大好物。大好物。大, it comes from the 大きい big. 好, this one, the kanji from 好き. I love. もの. So the thing that I love very big. So 大好物, this is my favorite food. When we say the 好きなもの, but this is not other things, but food. Food or maybe it can be a drinks, but 大好物 usually the favorite food. For example, I can ask you, あなたの大好物は何ですか? Or maybe I can just omit. 好物は何ですか? What's your favorite food? 私の大好物はゴージャスなサラダです。I loved very gorgeous salad. Not only lettuce and tomatoes, but with many things. Maybe with cheese and some beans or some fish, with egg. Many things together. So gorgeous salad. That is my favorite. 私の大好物は美味しいサラダです。 As all the things in the world, kappa has got two faces. The one good one is, for example, in Shintoism, kappa is just like a deity, just like a small god. But in the Buddhism, kappa is like a demon, so the bad creature. And what's kappa's favorite food? This is kyuri. Kyuri in hiragana, kyuri in katakana, kyuri in kanji. Kyuri is cucumber. Cucumbers. Cucumber sushi roll, we say kappamaki. Kappamaki. So this is kind of sushi. The maki, this comes from the verb makimasu, to roll something. And kappa, so we can here write in katakana or in hiragana, and both ways are correct. Kappamaki, so here it doesn't say anything about cucumber, but this is cucumber sushi roll, because kappa loves cucumbers. Folk beliefs claim that cucumber as their traditional favorite meal. At festivals, offerings of cucumber are frequently made to the kappa. Sometimes the kappa is said to have other favorite foods, but cucumber is the most favorite one. In Edo period, in old Tokyo, there used to be a tradition where people would write the names of their family members on cucumbers and send them afloat into the streamers to mollify the kappa to prevent the family from coming to harm in the streams. In some regions, it was customary to eat cucumbers before swimming as protection, but in others, it was believed that this act would guarantee an attack. And a cucumber-filled sushi roll is known as kappamaki. In many animes and also in the folklore stories, kappa appeared very often. So maybe you knew it. Did you like this video? If so, please give me a like. And if you didn't subscribe my channel yet, please do it so that you can receive all of my videos. And if you can share my videos with your friends, that will help me a lot. Please, please, please do it. いかがでしたか？今日は日本の妖怪の一つであるカッパについてお話ししました。もしこのビデオが気に入っていただけたら、ぜひいいねボタン、そしてチャンネル登録、それから私のビデオをお友達に紹介していただけたらとてもとても嬉しいです。ぜひお願いいたします。ではまた会いましょうね。じゃあね、バイバイ。